The sovereign of the European coastline. The yellow-legged gull, Larus michaeli, is much more than a simple coastal bird observed by tourists on European beach. It is the true sovereign of the coastline, a constant, powerful, and imposing presence that accompanies every breaking wave and every current that forms over the sea. When ETS crie echo through the cliff or harbor, it is as if the environment announces that the territory belongs to it. There is no Mediterranean coastline, rocky island, or coastal city that does not bear ETS visual and auditory mark. ETS flight, with long and impeccable wings, is a signature of the maritime landscape itself. In this segment, we delve deeply into what it means to be this natural sovereign. Observing a yellow-legged gull gliding effortlessly on updraft, we realize that it does just lie on the coast, it dominates the space. The skill with which it interprets the wind, adjusting the angle of ETS wings to gain altitude or to glide over the water, show absolute control over aerial environment. Every movement seems calculated, as if it were born to understand the invisible language of the wind. It is this technical and instinctive mastery that makes the species one of the most successful birds in all of Europe. The white and grey plumage reflect the sunlight so intensely that, at times, it seems to shine against the blue of the sea. The vibrant yellow leg, the robust beak, and the penetrating gaze reveal a bird with a constant sense of alertness, always prepared to react, hunt, or communicate with other seagulls. ETS call is strong, metallic, and striking. It can signal danger, summon flock members, or simply assert ETS presence in the territory. On windy days, when the waves crash violently, it is common to see them lined up on the rock, observing everything with the calm and confidence typical of those who deeply understand their environment. But the sovereignty of the yellow-legged gull is not limited to wild regions. Over the years, it has become one of the birds best adapted to the urban world. Rooftop, parks, port, parking lot, garbage dump, and fish market are territory it has learned to explore with mastery. In many coastal cities, ETS presence is noticeable at that of pigeon or sparrow. And, unlike other species that distance themselves from humans, the gull has approached, discovering where to take advantage of food scrap, discarded fish, and even opportunities created by people's behavior. This adaptability is one of the great symbols of the species' intelligence and versatility. Urban expansion, which could have been a barrier for many birds, has become a bridge for yellow-legged gull to expand ETS range. In certain places, it no longer depends exclusively on the sea. It can be seen flying over avenues, following fishing boats, compting for food in public areas, and even returning to buildings to rest. ETS' ability to observe, learn, and adapt to the human rhythm makes it an extraordinary success story, a true modern survivor. Even so, the sea remains their true kingdom. Seagulls are experts at reading the ocean. They know exactly where schools of fish are moving, where the water endangers fish, or where currents bring organisms to the surface. In second, they can assess the scene and dive to capture food with precision. This ancestral ability connects these birds to the eternal cycle of the seas, making them a living and essential part of the coastal ecosystem. At the end of this section, we reinforce the image of the yellow-legged gull not only as a visitor to the coast, but as ETS' rightful guardian. ETS presents shape landscape, influence the behavior of other animals, and keeps pace with the rhythm of human life in coastal cities. It is a figure that opens the day with ETS flight and closes the afternoon with ETS silhouette silhouetted against the orange horizon. It is the sovereign of the European coastline, a species that combines strength, beauty, intelligence, and resilience in a single feather body. Living a yellow-legged gull means facing a daily environment where every gust of wind, every wave, and every competitor can define the success or failure of an entire season. In this segment, we delve into the intimate life of this species, revealing how it builds ETS nest, protect ETS young, and fight for the right to occupy a best territory. Because when we talk about this gull, we are talking about a bird that fiercely defends what it considers ETS own. The species' reproductive life begins when winter and then the colonies start to stir. 2 ans, something hundred of individuals gâtés on cliff, rocky island, sheltered d'une and even urban rooftop. The air filled with shrill vocalization, rapid dispute, and display of posture. It is there that perform and where the mating dance takes place, synchronized movement, big touch, and a series of behavior that reinforce a bond between male and female. The yellow-legged gull is usually monogamous for at least one season, and many pair remain together for several years. Once the pair is formed, It's time to show the nest seat. The choice is not random. It's a strategic decision. They seek high, shelter spot where the wind isn't too strong and where they can see potential predator from a distance. On natural cliff, the location might be a small depression between rock. In cities, a simple flat roof can become valuable territory. The nest is built with dried seaweed, twig, feather, and any material found nearby. It may seem simple, but every detail is crucial to ensure that eggs and chicks withstand the unpredictable coastal climate. When the eggs are laid, usually 2 or 3, a period of total vigilance began. The pair takes turn incubating and searching for food. And during this stage, the seagull show a surprising side, that of protective mother and father. Getting too close to the nest risks facing peck, low-flying attack, and aggressive cry. The defense of the territory is intense because the future of the species lies there. Dispute between neighboring seagulls can be fierce. Conflicts occur when one individual tries to invade another space, steal nesting material, or even break egg during direct confrontation. In nature, the sovereign of the coast can also be a ruthless competitor. When the pup finally hatch, covered in down and unable to fly, each day is a battle for survival. The coastline is sinking, storm arrives out of nowhere, voices over l'Olien area, and predators like crows, foxes, and large birds watch everything from a distance. Therefore, the constant presence of the parent is crucial. They feed the pup regurgitated fish, keep them warm during cold night, and defend them with impressive courage. It's not uncommon for adultes to confront much larger predators, just to ensure the new generation survive. Amid all this, the wind always present, act as both ally and adversary. In exposed colony, storm can destroy nest in minutes, sweeping away defenseless eggs or chicks. But the wind is also the essence of the seagull's life. It allows adults to travel great distance to find food, conserve energy by gliding, and move swiftly between colony and fishing area. It is this constant balance between risk and advantage that makes the coastline such a demanding yet suitable environment for such an adapted species. As the chicks grow, a small transformation becomes observable. They begin to train their wings, flapping them forcefully, running around the nest, and learning to recognize their parents amid the noisy chaos of the colony. When they finally take their first flight, it's a decisive leap toward independent life. Many don't succeed. The juvenile mortality rate is high, but those that survive begin a long journey, marked by continued learning, mastering the wind, and territorial dispute. For the yellow-legged gull, adult life is built upon a cycle of constant negotiation and confrontation for space. Feeding ground, resting spot, and nesting area are valuable resources. Dispute between individuals can occur in the air, during aggressive chase, or on the ground, in quick fight involving open wings, shrill cry, and precise peck. These disputes are not simple survival conflicts. They are the basis of the colony and social order, defining who will have access to the best resources and ensuring that the strongest pass on their gene. In this second segment, we see the seagull not only as the sovereign of the coastline, but as a strategic warrior, a devoted mother, a fierce competitor, and a born survivor. Her world is shaped by the wind, the sea, and daily challenge. And, above all, by her incredible ability to transform adversity into opportunity. The yellow-legged gull is more than just a symbol of European seas. It's a true guardian of coastal area. ETS' role as a consumer of fish, invertebrate, carcass, and even human waste directly influence the health of marine and terrestrial ecosystem. All too often seen an opportunistic or even bothersome bird in urban area, the truth is that ETS presence reveals much about the state of the environment. Where there are strong, adaptable, and active gulls, there is usually a minimum ecological balance that allows these opportunistic predators to thrive. They help remove organic debris, control population of small animals, and act as environmental indicator, reacting quickly to change in food availability or quality of coastal waters. But while these birds represent strength and resilience, it faces a world with increasingly intense challenge. One of the biggest problems is the growing dependence on human waste. In many regions, landfill and port areas have become constant source of food, altering the natural behavior of seagulls and leading to conflict with human activity. Furthermore, this proximity to urban environments increases the species' exposure to pollution, plastic ingestion, and risk associated with human and vehicular traffic. Competition for food also intensify a fish and marine resource decline a result of overfishing and the degradation of coastal habitat. And, of course, there is accelerated transformation of coastal environment. Climate change raise sea level, alter beach, reduce nesting area, and directly impact the survival of chick. More intense heat wave can compromise entire brood, while violent storm destroy nest, knock down eggs, and displace entire colony. Even so, the yellow-leg gull continue to demonstrate its incredible capacity for adaptation, moving to new feeding ground, altering activity schedule, and adjusting reproductive strategy, all to ensure that the species remain strong in the face of so many changes. The future of the yellow-leg gull depends directly on how human chose to interact with coastal area. Improving waste management, protecting nesting area, reducing plastic pollution, and adopting sustainable fishing practice are actions that benefit not only the species but the entire marine ecosystem. The more we understand the importance of this bird, the clearer it becomes that it is not just a common sight on the coast. It is a vital link in maintaining coastal biodiversity. Preserving gull is preserving the sea, and preserving the sea is ensuring the balance of an essential part of the planet. And so we conclude our journey through the life of yellow-leg gull, the true sovereign of the European coastline. An intelligent, resilient bird, deeply connected to the balance of coastal ecosystem. By learning about ETS history, ETS challenge, and ETS importance, we understand that protecting these species is protecting the future of the seas and the life that depend on them. If you enjoyed this video and want to continue traveling through nature with me, don't forget to enjoy, to share, and most importantly, subscribe to Nature in Focus channel, turn on notifications so you don't miss any episode. Your participation is what keeps this project alive and allow more people to discover the wonder of our natural world. Thanks for watching, and see you in the next video.